Hi, I'm Michaela, and this is my self-assessment for the first mini. So finding my scene was pretty easy because PB gave us a recommendation at the beginning of the process for Two Gentlemen of Verona, and I didn't know much about it, but I knew that it was more comedic, which I was okay with because I've been trying to challenge myself in doing that more this semester, and PB said that it would be good for me to play that kind of character that's very young and light but still dominant in some ways. So when we researched about the scene for our presentation, the research I did was mainly online, but the main thing just to really get a good grasp and understanding of the play and of especially my scene was just reading through it over and over and scanning I think I did one long read through where I just went line by line and looked up everything I didn't understand. It was a really good way to to find sources that would be reliable that I could always turn to use now. So now even stuff that's outside of this class, whatever, if I'm ever reading any Shakespeare, that I can go back to. And I also did ShakespeareWords.com that was super helpful to find out different meanings for one word and being able to apply that to my scene. So that was something that I found that was really helpful and that I will definitely be adding to my method, just going down line by line, making sure I understand everything and reading it as many times as I have to get a better understanding of it. So I also have some notes that were really helpful that we took a PB before we started really working on our scenes, and they were notes that were specific to the language of Shakespeare and how to read it and kind of how to dissect it grammatically. So one was learning operative words. I took notes on that and referred to them when I was looking through my scene for the first couple of times. I have a lot of things in here about sources that I've utilized since, and also all of the original background knowledge about Shakespeare that kind of just readied my brain for this mini that I also recorded and refer back to. Just this whole entire rehearsal process has really taught me to lead with the language and to, when in doubt, get all of my answers from the text and not from other websites or other people's performances or interpretations of it, but to always lean and lead with the text. And with that in mind, it's always very important to obviously know what you're saying. So I prioritize that now when working with Shakespeare and making sure that I'm fully aware of everything, and then can start making choices and moving deeper with the acting work after I have that. So the final question was my experience with etude and doing that with my partner. Our etude process is pretty simple and pretty quick, but it was really informative immediately on it established the flippant nature of my emotional state and how dramatic and exaggerated that is in our scene. It became very clear because there's so much banishing and coming back and taking it back and regretting it and then having an outburst and so much up and down and up and down. So that was really clear with my etudes. And it also established Lucetta and Julia's relationship a lot more, and how normal and normalized the lack of emotional stability was, which then led me to ask more questions and why is that and how do we justify that, and that was all started from the etudes. So yes, that was very helpful. That is all for my self-assessment. Thank you. Bye-bye.